Hey everyone, welcome to lesson 5 of our Kajukenbo at-home workout series. If this is your first time joining us, you can check out our playlist of lessons right here once this one's done. But otherwise, we're going to get started with this lesson. So previously, we've broken down our techniques in terms of punching and kicking, which are both striking. But Kajukenbo also incorporates a lot of grappling. You could think of grappling as when you're too close to strike and you have to grab and throw your opponent to the ground, and you can employ joint locks, chokes, stuff like that from there. So today we're going to learn a few grappling drills. We're going to learn how to keep ourselves from going to the ground, how to go to the ground on our own terms, and what to do once we're already on the ground. But before we do that, we have to get warmed up. As always, we're going to start with the body roll, then we're going to move on to a push-up circuit, and finally, I'm going to teach you a technical get-up. If you already happen to know the body roll, just skip ahead to this time code where the push-up section is. Otherwise, keep watching and let's warm up. Alright everyone, let's get started with the body roll. You're going to start by rotating your ankle 10 times to the outside and then 10 times to the inside, like this. So I'm going 10 times out, 10 times in, and then switching to the other side. As you can see, I've got an ankle sleeve on my left ankle. I don't have the strongest ankles because I didn't warm up properly in my past. So, warm up properly. Switch directions. Put your hands on your knees, rotate 10 times to the right. And then the other direction. You don't have to go the exact same direction that I'm going. Whichever way you're going is fine. Now we're going to go hip flexors, 10 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hip rotations, again, both directions here. Other direction. This one looks a little goofy, but we rotate our hips so much in martial arts. It's really important to get this done. Same with the next one we're going to do, which is trunk twists. Again, we do so much twisting. You want to be strong and limber in the back. I'm not trying to throw myself all the way around because I run the risk of hurting myself if I do that. I'm just getting the motion here, working out any kinks or tightness I might already have. Then from there, we're going to do arm circles to the back. And then to the front. Elephants front and back. Crisscross over the top. And then chain breakers, squeezing your back in the back. Rotate the shoulders to the back. And then to the front. Up and down. And just to mix it up, now we're going to go ear to shoulder. I'm going to put my ear on my shoulder, then switch to the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're nice and loose. Let's move on to some push-ups. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be doing 3 different types of push-ups. Those being the Spider-Man push-up, the Black Widow push-up, and the push-up kick-through. Sorry, the last one doesn't really look like a Marvel character, so whatever. The Spider-Man push-up looks like this. I'm here on my hands and feet. I go down and bring my right leg up to the side like that. Come out back like this, then the same thing on the other side. I'm mimicking Spider-Man crawling up a wall. That's the Spider-Man push-up. The Black Widow push-up, I go down to the ground and come up and bring my left leg to my right shoulder. Then I go back, push up, right leg to left shoulder. Boom. Again. Boom. Bing. Right across like that. That's the Black Widow push-up. Finally, we have the push-up kick-through, which looks like this. I go to the ground, push up, kick my foot across, turn my hip up, boom, that's there. Then again on the other side, boom. This is a push-up kick-through, working your hip mobility. So, you're gonna do 4 rounds of 4 reps of each of those. Let me run through one round to give you an example of what it looks like. So I'm right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, done with my Spider-Mans. 1, 2, 3, 4, done with the Black Widows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm gonna rest for a minute. That's 1 round. You've got 4 rounds. Let me know how your chest and shoulders feel when you're done with that. Good luck, you guys. Next thing we're gonna do is called a technical get up or a technical stand up, depending on who you're talking to. But the idea is, I'm here fighting my opponent, he takes my legs, takes me to the ground, boom, and now I wanna get back to my feet. What I'm gonna do is pick a hip to land on. So I'm not staying flat like this. I land on my butt, turn to a side. I have one hand on the ground like this, one foot right there. I'm gonna keep this hand up to protect my head in case he decides to come in with some kicks. I'm right here, I'm gonna come up to my elbow, push off this hand, kick out like that. This can be a kick to the shins, or it can just be establishing that he needs to stay back because I'm still fighting. So I come up here like this, boom. Now I'm gonna take this leg and throw it behind me through my hips like this. Boom. I'm keeping this hand out, again, staying engaged. I stand up right there. So from the other side, I go down to the ground, boom. Turn to a hip, kick out, come back, fighting stance. You can start from the ground, you can start right here. Kick out, thread the needle, up. If you know how to do a break fall, do a break fall. Otherwise, start on the ground. You're gonna give me 10 of those. You can practice 10 on both sides or 10 on one side. Go nice and slow. Good news, everyone. Our warm-up's done. Now we're gonna switch gears and move on to our striking section. We're gonna combine the punches and the kicks right out the gate, and we're gonna build up to a 10-strike combination. Get ready. Okay, before we move on to building our long combination, I need to make sure y'all understand how to pivot off the cross and how to pivot off the hook. So if you look, you'll see I've laid 2 pieces of tape in the shape of a cross. Now this could be a marker in the center, or this could be cones at the corners. However you want to do it, we need to establish quadrants. So this tape is gonna help me figure out my footwork. It's gonna teach me how to take angles. Ordinarily, we practice fighting right in front of our opponent like that. That's an equal fight. I have an equal chance of hitting him as he has a chance of hitting me. I don't want to have an equal fight. I want it to be unfair in my favor. So I'm here like this. I'm gonna throw my jab cross. My hips are loaded up. This foot especially is ready to bounce, which is what it's gonna do. It's gonna kick my lead foot out of the way into a different hemisphere of the tape. Now I have my opponent's side. He has to turn to face me, whereas I've already turned to face him. So I'm here facing y'all. I go boom, boom, to the side, boom, right to there. Nice and slow, without using my hands. I'm going here. I'm gonna kick my foot out of the way, hop into another quadrant. So again, it goes boom, right there to the side. For the drill, I want you to practice jab, cross, pivot to the side, up, hook. From a different angle, jab, cross, pivot, up, hook. So you're gonna do that 10 total times. Jab, cross, pivot, up, hook. Again, jab, cross, pivot, up, hook. 10 times. Have fun. So that was the pivot off the cross. Now we're going to do the pivot off the hook, which looks like this. I'm in my left forward stance. I go jab, cross, hook. Now, as you can see, my lead foot is primed to do the pivoting. It's going to kick my rear foot out of the way, and then I'm going to throw uppercut, hook. So facing you, it goes jab, cross, hook, pivot, up, hook. Now it's my left side doing all the work as opposed to my right side. So I'm here in my left forward stance and I go jab, cross, hook. My left foot pivots, up, hook. So once again, you're gonna do it 10 times. You're gonna be here, jab, cross, hook, pivot, up, hook, jab, cross, hook, pivot, so on and so forth for 10 total reps. This is pivot off the hook. Good luck. Now that we've got our pivots out of the way, let's pivot and move on to our 10 strike combination. Just like in the last video, we're gonna start small and build up to all 10. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so those were our pivots. We're gonna shelve them for a moment as we start building our combination, but they will come back into play, so don't forget them. The combination is gonna start like this. I'm gonna be here in my left forward stance and I'm gonna go double jab, cross. Yes, I'm throwing 2 jabs on the same side. With this double jab, I'm not going 1, 1. My first punch is going out all the way, but my second punch is coming back about halfway. So it goes here, bop, boom, right there. They're not super powerful, but they are super fast. I'm getting in the face of my opponent. I'm making them deal with 2 quick shots. They might be getting hit twice, or they might be doing that very quickly. Either way, it's right here. Double jab, and then I'm landing with a cross right there. So it goes double jab, cross. We're gonna do 10 together. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you'll see I was moving around. I like to imagine my opponents moving around me throwing strikes at them. So I don't like practicing on this Mortal Kombat stage where we're going back and forth like this. I throw my combination here, then I move to the side, throw it again. That's more realistic and more active to me. Anyway, now I want you to practice 10 on your own. Good luck. Okay, so that was our double jab cross. That was 3 strikes. Now we're gonna add 2. We're gonna add the hook to the lead uppercut. So I'm here like this, I go double jab, cross, hook, pivot, lead uppercut. That's all we're gonna do for now. So again, it goes double jab, cross, hook, pivot, up angle. It goes double jab, cross, hook, pivot, uppercut. I'm coming into a different quadrant. That's why you want to keep those pieces of tape down. Let's get our 10 together. And let's go. 1, double jab, cross, hook, pivot, uppercut. 2, double jab, cross, hook, pivot, uppercut. 3, double jab, cross, hook, pivot, uppercut. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that was my 10. Now get yours. Good luck. Alrighty, now it's time to add to that combination. We're gonna add a cross to a left kick, which looks like this. I go double jab, cross, hook, pivot, uppercut, cross. Now I'm gonna walk my rear leg forward, loading up my left leg, boom, for that left roundhouse kick. So again, it goes double jab, cross, hook, pivot, uppercut, cross, walk forward, roundhouse kick. Because of the length of this combination, I'm only gonna do 5, but I still want you to do all 10. So, I'm here in my fighting stance. I go double jab, cross, hook, pivot, up, cross, walk forward, left kick. Again, let's go 2. Double jab, cross, hook, pivot, up, cross, left kick. 3, double jab, cross, hook, pivot, up, cross, left kick. 4, double jab, cross, hook, pivot, up, cross, left kick. 5. So that's my 5. Now I want you to pause and practice 10 on your own. Let's get some. We're down to the final 3. We're gonna add a cross to a knee to another knee, which is gonna look like this. It's gonna be double jab, cross, hook, pivot, uppercut, cross, walk forward in this left kick, but now this left kick, rather than carrying all my weight over, is gonna land in front of me. So it goes right here. Left kick, land in front, cross. Now I'm gonna take a step forward again, walk this left knee in, finish with another knee. I go double jab, cross, hook, pivot, uppercut, cross, walk forward on this left leg. Now instead of it carrying me over, I'm gonna land in front of myself like this with the cross. Then I walk my rear leg forward, throw the left knee, land with the right knee. So I'm hitting them twice with those knees. All right, let's take a look at it one time up to speed. And let's go. That's how fast I want you to end up eventually. For now, take it nice and slow. Again, break it into digestible pieces. We'll be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Break it up nice and slow. 10 on your own. Take your time. Have some space to move around in. Good luck, y'all. That was our 10-strike combination. I like long combinations. Reason being is, I feel that one of Kajukenbo's main philosophies is that of default aggression, which means if you see an opening from your opponent, you capitalize on it. You don't just hit them once, you hit them 3 times, 5, 7, or even 10 times if you can manage it. All that being said, now it's time to move on to our grappling. So like I said in the beginning, we're going to be covering a couple different stages of grappling. We're going to start with what to do when you're on your feet and your opponent tries to take you down. You're going to learn what's called the sprawl. All right, let's talk about the sprawl. I'm here in my fighting stance. I'm assuming my opponent's going to tackle me. He's going to try and grab both of my legs and pull them out from under me. As he shoots in, I'm going to throw my legs and hips back and to the ground, which looks like this. I go boom, right there. You'll notice I'm picking a hip and applying that to the ground. That's a little bit more advanced. If you need to, you can come straight down. But what I'm not doing is coming from here and going there, up high like this. I'm shooting my hip all the way down to the ground. So he comes in to tackle me and I go down. Boom, just like that there. So let's practice 5 sprawls. We're here in our fighting stance. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Those are 5 basic sprawls. What do we do after that? Me personally, I want to get to his back and I want to become the aggressor. So, I'm here in my fighting stance. He goes for that tackle, I do a sprawl. Now from there, I'm going to take my right leg and do that kick through from the push-ups that we did in the warm-up. I'm here like this, I reach across like that there. Then I'm going to turn around, get on top of him. I'm imagining with this big step right here, I'm stepping across his back. Boom. There's a bunch of finishes we could do from there. We're not going to worry about that. I want to talk about the legs right now. So, I'm here in my stance. He comes in, I go sprawl, kick through, up, like that there. It looks scrambly. It should be scrambly. Someone trying to take you down. You need to get out and away and behind them. So again, I go here, sprawl, kick through, boom, take the back up on my feet just like that. Let's do 5 together. Let's go 1, down, kick through, back, on my feet. 2, down, kick through, hop across, on my feet. 3, sprawl, kick through, up, and across like that there. 4, down, kick through, up across, boom. 5, down, kick through, boom. Right there. You'll see I'm not being super picky about what my feet are doing after I do the kick through. That's because right now the important part is this. Sprawling down, kicking across, getting around behind them like that. However, you need to do that for now. But you're going to sprawl down, kick through, hop your feet across, end up on your feet. I want you to do that 20 times. 10 times with the left foot kicking through, 10 times with the right foot kicking through. Have fun. So that was the sprawl. It's what to do when you're on your feet and your opponent tries to take you down. You're not trying to prevent going to the ground, you're going to the ground on your own terms. But now we're going to do 2 drills that are going to address what to do when you're already on the ground on your back. Let's check it out. Okay, now we're going to move on to what's called the hip buck or the hip bridge. The idea is your opponent's pushed you and he's now on top of you in a full mount. So I'm here on my back, keeping my feet engaged. If I'm here like this, my opponent has full control of me. From here, I can still use my quads to help me fight. So I'm here like this. I'm going to push off my heels and pick a direction to lean into on my shoulder. In this case, I'm going to use my left shoulder. So I push off and I bridge right there. Now, you can come all the way over here into this giant arch. That's fine, but again, a smart opponent will know what you're doing and able to capitalize on that giant movement. So I'm just right here, small movement, but explosive, right to there. From there, I'm going to drop my hip down like this and push off my left foot now, with my right foot pushing over to the side, like this here. Now I'm on top. The idea is my opponent's sitting down on my weight, and I'm pushing him off me and reversing it to get on top of him. I bridge to the side, turn onto one hip, push off the foot that's on the ground to let this one escape, pop up right to there. So I want you to do 20 total reps. You can do 20 going left and right, or you can do 20 on one side only. It's up to you. Hip bridge. Good luck. All right, so that was hip bridging or hip bucking, whichever you prefer. By the way, I want to apologize for how much of my butt you're going to be seeing today. Kind of can't avoid it when you're talking about groundwork. Anyway, we're going to move on now to the shrimp. So, I'm here on my back. Once again, I'm going to put one hip down. Putting one hip down allows me to be mobile. I can't really move too much from here. I need to eventually end up on one hip. So, I put that hip down. I'm going to push off the foot that's on the ground now, and I'm going to shoot my glutes all the way up to where my shoulder is, like this. Right to there. What am I doing? I've bridged my opponent to get him off me. Then I'm dropping my hip. I now have this area of space that's created from him being up in the air and me being back down on the ground. I'm going to capitalize on that by exploding out to the side like that there. That's allowing me to escape the position I'm in. So I'm here, I hip buck, drop my hip, explode to the side. Now, the goal with this is to take your glutes and put them up where your shoulder is. So you want to come here every single time. But really, while you're practicing it, anywhere in that area is probably fine. Remember, perfection is great, excellent is acceptable. I want you to notice that I'm pushing off one foot when I do this. I'm not keeping this foot down and going like that. I'm letting this foot be free, pushing off to the side like that. I want you to practice 20 total shrimps. Once again, you can go left, right, or left the whole time, or right the whole time. Either way, 20 total shrimps. If you don't have a lot of space, come back to your original position every single time. Good luck, you guys. All right, just for fun, we're gonna practice one finishing move. We're gonna do what's called a figure four, or for those of you in the know, the triangle choke. So the hip bridge and the shrimp are probably the most important things you're gonna learn today. But we're gonna practice the figure four just for some fun. So I'm here on my back. My opponent's now in my guard rather than on my stomach. I'm gonna shoot my hips up into the air and figure four my legs, which looks like this. Up, figure four, and back down. Up, figure four, and back down. So I'm trapping my opponent's neck and shoulder in my leg like that, and using my legs rather than my hands to apply the choke. There's a lot more to it than that in practicality, but for now, that's what we're gonna do. So let's get 5 together. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I want you to set a timer for 1 minute. For 1 minute, you're gonna do as many figure fours as you possibly can. Then you're gonna rest for a minute, do it again, rest for another minute, and do it one more time for a total of 3 rounds. All right, you guys, good luck. All right, so we've done the sprawl, the hip buck, the shrimp, and finished with the figure four. There's a lot of value in focusing on just one area of martial arts for a while. So for example, focusing on just your punches and kicks for a few weeks, then your throws for another few weeks, then how to deal with once you're on the ground. There's a lot of value in doing those things. But it's also important to take all those things and practice them together, which is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna do a few drills that move striking and grappling together. Okay, so now we're gonna combine our striking and our grappling together. Just like with our striking set, we're gonna go double jab cross. But I made a mistake and I let my opponent time me. He moved out of the way of this strike, came back in with a double leg takedown. I'm gonna sprawl and then do a kick through, take his back, and get up from there. So again, it goes double jab cross sprawl, kick through, boom. I want you to do that 20 total times. Double jab cross, sprawl, kick through and across, take the back, up on your feet just like that. 20 times. Have fun. Our next drill is going to start much the same. We're here in our fighting stance and we go double jab cross. Our opponent goes for that tackle, but I don't have the timing to do my sprawl, so I have to do a back break fall. I'm right here and I sit down, boom. Just like earlier, I'm going to pick a side. I'm going to plant my foot, kick out, and then stand up from there. So it looks like double jab cross. Oh no, I've been taken down. Boom. Turn, kick, and up just like that to there. So I want you to practice 10 times. Double jab, cross, back break fall, boom, pick a hip, kick out, stand up. 10 total times. Good luck. This time we're gonna assume our opponent's faster than us. We're right here we go. Double jab, cross, back break fall, boom. He's now with a full mount. I go hip bridge and shrimp to the side, then I shrimp to the other side. From there, I'm gonna push off the ground with the foot that's on the ground, boom, take the back. So again, it's right here. Double jab, cross, back break, fall, boom. Hip bridge, shrimp, shrimp, boom. Take the back. Nice and slow, it's right here. Double jab, cross, back break foot, hip bridge, shrimp to one side, shrimp to the other side, push off the foot, boom, take the back. 10 times, go nice and slow. That's a lot of transitioning on the ground. Good luck. Okay guys, last combination we're gonna do. It's called the Masvidal. This time I'm gonna assume that I'm the fast fighter. So I'm right here, I go double jab, cross. My opponent goes for a tackle, but not so fast. I come in here, boom, with that flying knee right there. So up to speed it goes. So he's not even getting a chance to take me to the ground. I'm assuming he's gonna tackle me and meeting him with that one right there. So I want you to practice that 10 times with the left forward, boom, switch, 10 times with the right forward. Double jab, cross, flying knee. Good luck. Those were just a few of the grappling drills we do in Kajukenbo. Remember, Kajukenbo is a self-defense system first and foremost, which means we can't afford to ignore the very real possibility that a self-defense situation will end up on the ground. Anyway, you guys, it's time to move on. If you don't have a heavy bag, skip ahead to this time code where the cooldown starts. But if you do have a heavy bag, keep watching because we're going to be doing some work. All right, today's bag work is going to be quick and dirty. You're going to be doing 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off, 4 times through. You're going to repeat that 10 times. Are you confused yet? There's no combinations here. There's no pattern here. I want you to go 15 seconds as explosive and aggressively as possible. I'm going to run through one round so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Interval 1.
That was one interval. 3 more to go.
5 seconds. Interval 2. Interval 4 for 1.
You should be out of breath by the time that's done. You're being aggressive, you're being explosive for 15 seconds. So, 10 rounds, 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Have fun. Last thing we have to do is our cool down stretch. I'm gonna be right here, on my knees, sitting back in my butt, reaching out my fingers like this, and I'm just gonna hold this position. I'm crawling out with my finger, stretching and sitting back on my glutes like that there. You should feel the stretch through here and right here in the legs. So you're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. I want you to do it 3 times, just like this. So 3 sets of 30 seconds. When you get done with that, we're gonna do what's called threading the needle. So from there, I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna take my left arm and reach through my right like that, sitting on the ground. Again, I'm reaching with my fingertips right there. So I'm gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Then I'm gonna switch to the other side, right there, for 30 seconds. Again, you should feel a stretch in the shoulders. So I do that, then I switch to the other side. Again, 30 seconds. You're gonna do it 3 times on each side for 30 total seconds. From there, what I want you to do is sit on your butt. Right here, bring your feet close together. We're gonna work our lotus position. We're gonna push our knees to the ground, sitting up nice and tall. I don't want you to flutter your knees like this. I want you just right here, reaching down for the ground with your knees. That's it. You're gonna hold this for 3 sets of 1 minute. We're right here holding this position. So, once again, we're gonna be here sitting back. We're gonna reach with our fingertips right through there for 3 sets of 30 seconds. Then we're gonna thread the needle for 3 sets of 30 seconds on both sides. So both arms are gonna get 3 sets. Then finally, we're gonna work 3 sets of 1 minute of lotus. Get that all done and you're cooled down. Okay everybody, that was our lesson for the day. I hope you enjoyed the introduction to grappling. I hope you liked the long combination. It really means a lot to me that you're taking time out of your day to come train. Anyway, you guys, I'm Rob from the Yama-Kan dojo, and I hope to see you again next time. Os.